introduction and hello everybody. It's a real pleasure to be here and to have the opportunity to share in front of all you development of a project that we have undertook as Albanian Financial Supervisory Authority during 2007 and entire 2018. First, I want to start, but a little bit, okay. Just a shortcut about the Albanian Financial Authority, which is responsible for regulating and supervision of non-banking financial system and operator of the sector. The main areas where we focus is of insurance market and its operators, of security market and its operators, of voluntary pension fund markets, and of other bank financial activities. Our primary goal are to protect the consumer interest, the promotion of sustainability and transparency and reliability in insurance area. Also, AFSA mission is interested in supporting the development of markets and under supervision by cooperating in exploring new markets and inclusive insurance modes. We strongly believe that because insurance plays an important role in boosting economic growth, microinsurance is very important, so low-income or vulnerable target group may have access and benefit from a type of insurance in the field such as health, property, or affiliation. This is a short brief. Recently, AFSA has approved her strategy, midterm strategy, and for the insurance market objectives are to promote consumer confidence through market stabilization, improve quality of and effectiveness of supervision and regulation, promotion of the market developments, and promote long-term stability. This based on EU standards and with these markets that also have influence and impact in the interior region, let's say. We are very happy to be in support of achieving these objectives, and in line with our strategy, AFSA has took this initiative during 2007 and entire 2018, which is a project supported by GIS, Global Leadership Academy, and Access to Insurance Initiative. The aim is to promote multiplicity cooperation, learning by international colleagues, and the development of innovative solutions that will increase the admission of insurers to low-income and small businesses. Really, we were happy that have been part of this project and also leading in Albania, which offers innovative methodology, or which we prefer to say thinking out of the box, of the current box, in terms of inclusion of low-income and small business people in the insurance sector. We believe that microinsurance as a financial means to protect low-income people from specific risks in exchange for regular premiums, propagation with the risk carried forward which is very important, and especially in countries as Albania with low income and penetration rates, to not repeat my colleagues, etc., etc. They are very fruitful information about statistical data on insurance penetration market. This project was worked in several directions in order to build trust, collaborative links, creation of dialogue on voluntary insurance and finding forms, SHAM, and new products and their application with the objective of approaching the challenge of increasing the participation of general population in voluntary insurance schema. More concretely, we're mapping the ground and reflecting the lesson learned in the way to imply challenges to the theory of change or any correction on how these findings can be used to move forward. Also review and recalibrate ideas and approach and plan further steps for implementation. Also predicting the future extension of thinking laboratory and on the board of a wider laboratory team. Symbolically and practically transferring the ownership that AFSA undertook in this project and the responsibility of the lab to work teams, insurance association, and other stakeholders, business designer, and covering with diverse and inclusive products. The project was a good experience in discussing and finding solutions to overcome barriers to product costs and introduce a new product sustainable for vulnerable part of society, resulting in population growth who may have access to insurance products. this is overall a general slide which imply and describe the project overall. It were more than 30 participants, so 8 for each four groups, because we're involved 4 countries and were held 5 lab meetings. These 4 countries were from 3 different continents. Raising the same one question for the same purpose: how can we increase uptake of good quality insurance by vulnerable people and businesses? And results so far were recognizing of the supervisor's central role in promoting market development, promoting change within the insurance sector, developing innovation solutions, creating strong intra-country networks, which was really important, fostering peer exchange and support, strengthening individual knowledge and leadership skills, promoting change with organization, linking to other in-country processes, strong country ownership of the process. And the solutions, joining the idea that different countries can undertake different initiatives toward inclusive insurance, sorry. Solutions for Albania. Albania had decided through these workshops to develop insurance products of agriculture sector, greenhouse protection, and index insurance for seedings. Ghana went for micro and small business clinics, e-platform for complaints, and to rate insurance companies. Kenya, that was the 3rd country involved in this project, is to upgrade regulatory sandbox and innovative partnership for insurance inclusion, including engagement of MMO2, fintech, and also nano lenders. And Mongolia increased game application to improve insurance awareness, inclusive insurance roadmap for the sector linked to Mongolia's national inclusion strategy, developed of an inclusion insurance logo, insurance supermarket, online one-stop shop for insurance, also regulatory change to allow e-signatures. These were the decisions made from the lab. So different countries, different actions. Coming to the project has consisted in several workshops and 2 other, which was International Dialogue and Innovation Incubator, which were held since December, as respectively in March, April in Ghana, when all team went there, and they had an incredible week. They have visited the businesses which were rated on low incomes, different kind of ones, because you need first to understand the ground, then to start to think about ideas how to serve to this segment. And in a way of paraphrasing what went through these workshops, using a farmer's analogy, the first national workshop on December was, in a way, preparing the soil, making sure that the ground is fertile. International dialogue, which happened in Ghana actually, opening our minds before we decide which plants to sow. Second national workshop that was held in Albania in April, starting to put seeds of ideas in the ground. Innovation incubator, so you have all these ideas, but you need to re-elaborate, to extract the best of. So presenting the seeds and being honest with each other, so not hiding the realities of what we found, let's say. And to see which seeds look like they will grow and which we might need to abandon. It was the last, and the last one was third national workshop, happened in September, which was looking at which plants have to take roots and from which we will be able to harvest fruit in the coming years. The innovation process of the lab, of the incubation lab, have had a lot of brainstormings and a lot of game about leadership and how to elaborate the best ideas, using also some methodologies, because we have had also the pleasure to have a lot of trainers that have took these workshops, sharing with the lab and the team involved in this project, even their experiences, the best ones. So it was really, really fruitful to think out of the box about the market, about what we found when we have in the field visit, and how to elaborate the best ideas with the ground floor in mind in the way to design proper products, so utile for the consumer and profitable for the companies that will market. There were faced some opportunities and challenges on exploring areas for innovation, which were increasing awareness and improve financial consumer education, identifying the target group and their needs, identify the right products and most suitable distribution channels. Insurance companies, change of mentality is needed, so this was the feedback from insurance companies. Create a demand for microinsurance. These were the challenges that lab have pointed out. As opportunities, they saw support of market development by state institution, positive political environment. We are decided based on AFSA strategy that I have in the previous slide mentioned. There is a 3-year public awareness campaign already approved and budgeted for this purpose by the authority. Opportunity to leverage of this work and build awareness through this campaign. So this campaign will be used also in the field of inclusive insurance. And products that address consumer needs, both new products as well as products currently available in the market, which just need to be a better targeted. Pair up and create partnership with other institutions or banks, distribution channels, telecommunication, and for the technology and the authorities for regulation framework. Changing weather partners create a good opportunity to work on climate-related risk coverage, create new products, and identify new targets. Learning from international experience of other countries, get the opinion of different national stakeholders, learn about different partnership and collaboration. These were some of the opportunities that they have switched. The team identified a few core themes for Albania country to focus on during the coming year, and a number of how might we question to help explore them. Awareness, how might we increase awareness and consumer education? How might we change mentality? How might we use climate change to increase market penetration and address needs? How might we leverage state campaign to build awareness? Market and needs. How might we define our target market for microinsurance, for example? How might we engage customer and get feedback to understand needs? How might we identify key risks to the target group, or how might we analyze and use the data collected? About products, how might we develop new products using technology and data, or how we use peer-to-peer platforms for developing microinsurance? How might we use developing agriculture to develop new tailored products? For the distribution, questions that were raised were how might we reach customer fast and effectively through digital channelization, taking in front also that colleague mentioned, especially for Albania, but even in Macedonia, I guess, we have same problem that we say technology, but let's go in the ground, which this lab wanted. We are talking about farmers that, okay, we all here are equipped with technology, but let's talk about certain segments of the economy that are not so keen to use technology. Anyway, it's a good tool, but we guess that the most important is to design a proper product, attractive for the one that will use it, because in the end of the day they will use it, they will pre-buy it, and attractive also for the companies that will sell, so insurance companies that will sell it out, or other maybe channels. But as we have perceived during the workshops, when we have invited even microfinance institution, at least in Albania, they were not so optimistic to be involved as a mains, let's say. Okay, they can support us on this as channel, but not to be the main ones. or to take, so to sell their loan as to sell insurance, inclusive insurance. So for them it's not so, because they are afraid that loan officers maybe, it's a lot of stuff to explain to the farmer in the field about the loan and about the product of inclusive insurance. So, but we are elaborating, so we will continue our meetings and our brainstormings to put as the stakeholders and to involve in this project as much people as we can. And partnership, how might we use international experience to identify opportunities for innovation, and how might we engage sector based on organization to develop microinsurance market? These were some questions that need to be addressed. We need to be addressed, I guess. Some brainstormings have happened, so if I go one by one about all the exercises and workshops and brainstormings, it will take 30 slides. So I've tried to make a wrap-up of all the entire year activity that was really dynamic, because hasn't stopped to this for 4 or 5 workshops, but the teams from different countries have had a closer collaboration than after even together to come out with the overall slide where they think to go in their respective markets through inclusive insurance. Some discussion areas that could be considered, for example, the first topic was about digital technology. Some discussion were about to design a web platform and to develop channels, market intermediaries and insurance companies to provide input and to have access in all this. Keep asking for more paper and maintain obsolete regulation for the ones that need regulation adaptations or upgrades. Civil code requires physical contract papers needed. Changes to this will need to go with a package of legal amendments to allow e-contracting as e-signature. To support this, it will be necessary to draft a change to the current regulation, for example. To take into account customer benefits, which was maybe the first. Need to increase transparency on important issues and make it understandable to the client. And also don't protect data. So we'll need to be sure and reassure the customer that we need to have care about data protection. Data protection legislation quite heavy, but not enforced. Need more awareness of data protection legislation and improve data protection. Second topic that has run around of the brainstorming and about workshop was agriculture. For example, we found that we do not have focus on risk appetite for the agriculture sector, don't see the sector as partners, don't create awareness, be unwilling to work with agriculture distribution channels, new and existing. Don't understand the need for tailored products, one size fits all, and do not invest in expertise. Let's face the truth. And about third topic that they have shown out, it's awareness. Don't agree with the customer, social and other media. Don't pay claims or delay payments that has involved and has to do with the trust. Don't get product out to customers, stating issues for free. No transparency on exclusions, difficult payment procedures, no educational programs or outreach on financial education, no coordination between campaign and products. About Albania specifically, because we are talking about, very low insurance penetration, because these are some points that I wanted to underline. Some points that emerge are low insurance penetration in Albania. I don't want to repeat. Insurance is compulsory with limited take-up volumes products. Microinsurance is seen as a big opportunity to the Albanian market with low insurance penetration. Insurance market in Albania is dominated by non-life insurance. Okay, some statistics that we can pass. And Albania is one of the most exposed countries to earthquake risk in the region. Actually, it's covered by the fire insurance, but anyway, it's a World Bank project which is looking also for designing some certain products, utility products about that. And some conclusions that we come out is the agriculture sector and financial sector are both developing. Time is ripe for projects to grow, and AFSA was seen as important stakeholder. Trust is key. Without trust, we cannot get anywhere. No farmer will come and ask for insurance. Only the banks will come and ask for insurance. The aim is not to compete with the price, but with the quality. There were a lot of models and detailed information that maybe you can find. I'm passing slides in the web. And also the group has worked on prototypes, a livestock insurance idea or insurance solution for farmers for seasonal seedings insurance against frost. And we're invited also external stakeholders from some professor from Agriculture University of Albania. They have shown some doctoral also works that they have done, so some study about potential of agriculture area in the economy, and when we can intervene and combine the win-win interests for products in the inclusion insurance. The team identifies stakeholders that will impact, that could provide support, have decision-making power, and have similar experiences, or could act as obstacles in the future. This is some explanation about the greenhouse insurance prototype that we have also tried to test through Seagull company. Which went well was that insurance companies and the market have appetite for the insurance product, but we were stuck to mobilize donor funds for pilot phase to partially subsidize premiums. But anyway, we believe that in the future, because of the Albanian Ministry of Agriculture, have some plan to go with some funds to support these initiatives, and for that maybe we will have a further collaboration with them, and for that we have decided, even for the importance of the sector for the agriculture, but even because these can be these products can be put into reality thanks to this financial support by the government. Hopefully, we are still under process. There was a work plan about the lab because the team has decided that December is not the deadline and it's not finished because now the stage will pass to the Association of Insurances, because they have a committee, a product committee that will be in charge on designing all products, but also this inclusion insurance. And but not taking nothing to AFSA, that, okay, AFSA has led this project till now, but they will co-lead together, but the meetings maybe, or the main driver will be, let's say, Association of Insurance in Albania, but in coordination with AFSA because of the potential and the authority that AFSA has with the government and other partners to make possible these products to be in the market. Because we aim as a supervision authority that at least starting from this year, but also in the future, a certain percentage of the budget of the portfolio of insurance companies to be dedicated to inclusive insurance and to be further progressively growing. To see step by step how it will go. And overall, the inclusive, they have baptized it with a turtle, the Innovation Lab in Albania, because with the turtle as symbol, we aim to move slowly, but with long-term objectives and secure small steps along the way. Inclusive insurance innovation overall, wrap up here, we have first of all institutionalized the lab and agree on long-term program with clear objectives. We create a success story. Let's say we have started with the greenhouses and the seeds, but we will increase awareness because based also on the AFSA strategy and to build public trust in the insurance market, We will work also in the claim. We are working, so through another project, we have developed timing of claimings, payment of claimings to ensure trust. And also, we have put in the strategy about the education of the insurance overall, but in this case of inclusive insurance, in the way to increase penetration and to redimension, reshape the future of the insurance market, and to make an impact in the economy overall, through involving also these kind of vulnerable segments and startups and low-income enterprises in the schema of insurance. Thank you for your attention.